for the last build of the AT-AT, we got to put the top on.
I was gonna say it looks pretty done.
It looks pretty done. You can tell that there's no top on in the video.
Can everyone hear us okay? I want to make sure. Is there supposed to be two of those little thingies moving up and down?
What do you mean?
On the screen over there.
Like the sound?
Yeah.
That's the music going right there.
What's the other one?
Us talking.
It's not moving.
Oh, no. That one's down farther. Don't worry about it. That's working. I had you tapping the microphone and everything. We had to... I had like a big ordeal over the weekend. It started like last Thursday. My computer just started acting really weird, specifically my editing software, and it was driving me insane. And the only solution I could find was to reset Windows completely, which sucked. It took all the programs off of my main hard drive, so I had to do basically a clean install of Windows, reinstall a bunch of programs, which I just realized I forgot to do Spotify, so I had to do the web player so we could have music. And anyway, I'm still fixing all that, and I had to reset up OBS, so that's why we're a little bit late, because there were some things that I totally forgot to fix. But I think they're fixed now.
I think we're good.
I think we're ready to go.
If I sound a little weird, I've been dealing with... I don't think it's a cold. It's either a cold or allergies. I don't know what's going on, but this morning...
Like it is not COVID, you should say.
It is not COVID.
I took a test.
I took a test. I don't have a fever. I've just felt like crap. And I'm feeling better, though. Now it's just kind of stuffy head.
It sounds like when I deal with allergies, so I think it's just going after you this year for some reason and not me.
I've been so paranoid about not getting sick before celebration that I started feeling kind of sniffly yesterday or the day before, and I was like, oh no, here we go. But not COVID. Hopefully just allergies. Hopefully it goes away by tomorrow. We'll see.
I was gonna point out, but people have already done it on their own, so thank you, Rain Man and Andy, for becoming channel members. That's something that I've always known was an option on this channel, and I don't know why I never turned it on, but I was like, I miss having, when we were doing Twitch streams, I missed having those emojis and the badges and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, you can do that on YouTube. So
I didn't know you could do that on YouTube, but yep, there they are.
It's all kind of temporary now. I don't know. I might change things around. I just modeled it after what Twitch does for now. But I don't know. We might change the emojis or the badges or what it's called, even though I like the Biggs mega fans. Yeah. I just kind of threw some stuff together.
It should be the Biggs and Dark Ray mega fans.
Oh, okay.
Cause
what?
Cause me.
Because you said so. That's enough reason.
Yeah.
I think it was on my mind because I should... Hold on. I keep forgetting about this, too. I'm not going far, but I'm gonna change shirts.
Brad Monasteer said, if we get a Max Rebo emoji, they'll join. Which is very possible. Very possible.
Well, we just by having 2 members, we unlocked another emoji.
Oh.
So I can do a Max Rebo one. Right now it's Biggs, the 2 of us with mustaches, and one of Hilo. Mm-hmm. That might be it. I can't remember what else, but... The
doofy Hilo looking one.
Yeah. But also, yeah, we have some new merch, which Brian Ward designed this cool Biggs thing for us a year or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. This was our Twitch badges. And I made pins out of this. I made stickers out of it for Celebration, so I was giving out swag, and I was like, I just like this design. Mm-hmm. So I put it up on our Teespring website. So you can get this shirt too, but I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good on a shirt, but I feel like it would look even better on like a mug or.
I got a mask. It's not here yet, but I did get a mask for Celebration that has this on it.
The little mustache on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the whole helmet and everything, but.
Yeah. Who's our stream sponsor today?
Speaking of Rain Man, it's Rain Man. Thanks, Rain Man.
Finally.
It's come back around.
I will get to super chats and other stuff in just a second, but I saw this, and from Megan Wilson, she asked, how am I conserving space in your suitcase? I'm scared I'm bringing too much and won't have room for the new stuff.
You're asking Molly?
I've still not started packing, but I have started planning my packing today. So I have pulled up a couple of like packing lists online, and I've written out how many like outfits I need to bring for day versus night and all that kind of stuff. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. But I have looked up tutorials on like how to pack suitcases the best way and like how to fold and roll stuff and use packing cubes. So yeah, we'll be on this journey together, and we'll see how it goes.
I'm nervous too. I mean, they're just because they keep putting stuff out that I'm like, oh crap, I want that. Like, they need to stop putting out Max Rebo merchandise, please. I want all of it. And like, that was one of those, like Biggs, I was like, any Biggs merch that comes out, I'm gonna get it. And I said that for Max Rebo, and I didn't know that there was a Max Rebo Renaissance around the corner. So, and I do want it all. Those stupid socks, those came out today, and I was like, ugh, they look so good. I want them. And they're doing those Celebration exclusive editions of the High Republic books that look awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need a third or fourth copy of some of these books. But
here
we are.
This is maybe the first time that they've made, probably not the first time, but like the books look like they could be in-universe books. Like in-universe on someone's shelf, which I think is really cool.
I do too.
A couple people said that I sound sick. I have some kind of head cold or allergies or something. It's not COVID. I do know that.
Should pin that at the top. It's not. I'm just stuffy.
Molly's just stuffy.
She took a test. It's all good.
Okay. First up here with our first super chat of the night is Matt McDonald. Thank you, Matt. Hello, Celebration is starting to feel more real now. Still a bit confused about how to get into panels though. Do you just get in line as soon as possible? So each day at Celebration, is Friday included in that?
Yes. For what?
For the first panel of the day.
Yeah, the lottery?
Yeah.
Yes.
So each day of Celebration, there's going to be the first big panel of the day on the Celebration stage. Those are the only panels that are in the lottery. And those are going to be the ones that I guess we already did that, right? You enter the lottery to get into those panels, right?
Correct.
And they'll let you know like a day or two beforehand whether or not you got in. And then you'll know whether or not you're going to be going to those panels. And if you didn't get in to the main panel, you can always try to go to one of the overflow stages. But those are the panels that have the lottery system. For every other panel, I think it is first come, first serve.
There are ways to get into like the Galaxy stage and the Twin Sun stage. So we're well practiced in this because we're on Sunday. We've got a video, or at least the plan is on Sunday. We have a video about our tips and tricks for Celebration advice. Still feel free to ask. We'll answer it here, but. Yeah, you can enter the lottery on the Star Wars Celebration website or app, I think, which is now live. You don't even have to have your badge activated yet. But you just go in and you put in like your email address or your badge number, and it will put you into the lottery, and then they'll send you an email or a notification on the app that says whether or not you got into the first panel of the day. The big one at the Celebration stage. Mm-hmm. So that is only for the first panel of every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Everything else, I believe, for the bigger panels, for anything on the Twin Sun stage or the Galaxy stage, I think it's called, same thing on the app. Every morning at 9 a.m. you can try to sign up for a lightning lane, which will let you get into the panel without waiting in line. If you don't get into that, you can still wait in line to go to those panels.
So which panels have the lightning lane option?
Anything on Twin Suns or the
Okay.
Galaxy stage.
Gotcha.
So I believe the Visions panel is on the Twin Sun stage. I think the High Republic panel, the publishing panels, stuff like that, all of those are on the smaller stages.
Yeah. And then
Well, the medium-sized stages, I should say.
someone in chat asked, do we need the lightning lane for the Celebration store too, or is that a line time? I think that is also lightning lane.
You don't. So none of these things require you to have the lightning lane. They're just kind of like little reservations to skip the line. Celebration stage, you can wait in line and just get in, or you can every day try to sign up for a lightning lane to get in faster.
Yeah, the lightning lane is pretty much what it sounds like for the store. It's just kind of a cut in line type situation.
Yeah, it's just kind of a separate fast pass line. But that opens up every morning at 9 a.m. So you can just hop on the app or on the website and say, I want to do lightning lane for this thing. I don't think it's a guarantee that you will get it. I don't think I've ever used the lightning lane in previous celebrations, so I'm not super familiar with them, but we did try to read all that and get as familiar with it as we could.
I like this one from RB. Can't you pay $900 to get in everywhere? I wish.
Well, yeah, in theory, the VIP tickets sell
yeah.
out like that.
When we were getting, like, immediately when they went on sale, the tickets for Celebration, we tried to get VIP tickets and they were like immediately gone.
We were
sold
like,
out.
let's at least look at it. It would make things easier on us, so we clicked on it like right when tickets opened up and they were like sold out. It's like, well, okay then.
I have no idea how anyone gets those because we were like immediately went there first because yeah, that is honestly the easiest way to just know that you're getting into almost everything is to get the VIP pass, but they were gone. So not even us can get those.
I'm surprised they don't open them up more each year, just
I
because
know.
it's like all these nerds are willing to pay $900 to do this.
They have to keep in mind that it's like a guaranteed spot into anything, so I don't know. That's crazy. It would be worth it for us, but I don't know that we'll ever be able to get them. Jamie Dorr has the next super chat here. Hey, you two. Are you going to be watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers tomorrow morning?
Oh, that comes out tomorrow?
Oh.
I bet we'll watch that this weekend.
Yeah.
I
don't actually know anything about it.
I watched that show a lot growing up. There's still an episode that I like vividly remember. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should find that episode and we can watch that first, just to give you an idea of what the show was. Because I think this is going to be very different. But I really like that show, and I haven't been super following the movie. I've seen one of the trailers at least, but I'm in for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever watched that show growing up, but I know the characters, so.
We also have a friend who we relentlessly make jokes about because he had a crush on Gadget growing up, so...
Oh, wait, is that the mouse
That's part of that story,
thing?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just remember I saw a Gadget, like a great Gadget cosplay at Dragon Con one year, and I asked if I could take her picture, and she said yes, and I sent it to him right away. And he was like, I hate you.
Some people in the chat are talking about whether or not Sabercopter is happening. They should check out the Rupert Friend interview.
Probably why they're talking about it.
Well, they're saying they hope we get it, or they don't hope. Yeah.
Read today's Entertainment Weekly interview with Rupert Friend. That's all I'll say right now.
Yeah.
Unless you want to hear more.
I don't want to be responsible for spoiling anything, so.
True.
Miranda here has the next super chat. Oh my gosh.
You alright?
All the sinus medication is. I had 2 sips of my drink and it's already getting to me.
What'd you make?
It's like a Sprite cranberry vodka thing.
That's like kinda healthy. Cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're healing.
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok and it sounded good. Anyways, happy Lego Maego Day? Yeah, Lego Maego Day. Do you think they'll finally reveal Taika Waititi's film at Celebration? Also, could the new Jedi Order show be a sort of spiritual successor to the aborted Jedi Younglings show?
Tales of the Jedi? Or do you mean Grammar Rodeo?
The new Jedi Order show.
That sounds more like Tales of the Jedi to me than Grammar Rodeo.
It wasn't a bad pun attempt, Miranda here. I'm just bad at reading.
So let's talk Taika first.
Grammar
Rodeo.
Listen.
Okay. For Taika's movie, I want to say yes. Maybe.
Because Kathleen Kennedy hinted that we would see Taika's movie before we would see other stuff.
Yes, she did say that's kind of next on the schedule. She also said that we would hear about more movies or hear about the film side more in the coming months. Which, okay, maybe I'll walk that back. Maybe nothing at Celebration for films. I don't know, because like it's tough to say. Thursday is like the Lucasfilm live action showcase.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say it's just Star Wars, so I'm like they could possibly, I don't think they will, but they could show us something from Indiana Jones 5 or Willow or something. So, but if she said the coming months, then oh, wait a minute though. Oh, hold on. I just realized that interview took place in March.
Uh-huh.
So now that does make sense.
I think we'll hear something about Taika's movie at Celebration. That's just me having high hopes, but I'm gonna put it out into the universe and say we will. I'm also kind of preparing myself for like no movie news, so it's kind of a toss-up.
I guess I'm trying to prep myself for that as well. Now I'm way too in my head about what all this means. I'm like, okay, so that interview was in March, and she said we'll hear about the films more in the coming months. And I'm like, okay, well, in the coming months, May falls into that, so maybe we'll hear more about the movies. But also, maybe she knew that interview wasn't going to come out until May, and so she answered that as if it were May and not March. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just like in my head way too much. I'm like you. I don't want to just straight up expect movie news. I'm kind of expecting that Star Wars Celebration is just going to be about projects that we know about, maybe 1 or 2 announcements, but it seems like it's all on the television side. Mm-hmm. But I'd love to be wrong. I would really love to know what movie's coming.
Yeah. And then the new Jedi Order thing being a spiritual successor to the Jedi Younglings show could be.
So let's see. I'm trying to remember what they have specifically said about Grammar Rodeo. Just that it would be post Return of the Jedi.
They compared it to something.
Stranger Things.
Not in the interview, though. They said something else.
Who did?
The interview. with Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Bresnikan.
Yeah.
He compared it to something else, not Stranger Things.
Like Amblin coming of age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Stranger Things.
Okay, well, they didn't say Stranger Things.
No, they didn't. But it's like that kind of E.T. or The Goonies or, a bunch of rambunctious little kids getting into hijinks.
Yes.
That's interesting because they originally said, or no, they didn't originally say that. Rumors about this show said that it would be about Jedi Padawans, younglings in the High Republic. So it's interesting that it's post Return of the Jedi, that maybe it'll build into Luke's Jedi Academy, or it might not. It might just be about a bunch of kids in space getting into hijinks, and they might not be Jedi at all. So I don't know. I'm hesitant to say that this is a Jedi Order show.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But it could take inspiration from that proposed Youngling series. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Star Wars loves to recycle its almost created projects.
Yeah.
Of which there are many.
Chazertron 5000 sent in a very generous super chat. Thank you so much. I don't know how super chat money gets to you guys, but hopefully this can go towards some sweet Max Rebo merch for you guys. Wish I could make it to Celebration, but hope you guys had tons of fun. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Chazertron.
And it absolutely will go to Max Rebo merch, I'm sure. Max Rebo merch, or...
Assuming I can get into the store, I will get those socks, and I will get that shirt. I'll try to wear all the Max Rebo stuff.
We already pre-ordered the art print.
Yeah, we have gotten some Max Rebo stuff, but I'll try to get as much Max Rebo Celebration stuff as I can, and I'll wear it on a stream for you.
And Dexter Jetster.
And Dexter Jetster. That's... Oh, I'm so upset at all of the in-universe Dex's Diner stuff.
We're gonna go so broke after Celebration.
I'm so annoyed. Usually, they'll release, here's all the stuff, all the exclusive Celebration merch. And I'm like, it's all right. I'll get a couple things. I really like that Lando shirt that I have. Mm-hmm. This year, I'm like, I want so much of this.
We'll have to see what all of this stuff looks like and feels like in person. There's always a chance that the shirt isn't a good quality shirt. So.
It's true.
Be a little bit choosy.
We're crossing our fingers that it's all crap, but it won't be.
Sleep of Giants, thanks for the super chat. Have y'all seen Krull? Great science fantasy on HBO Max.
Oh.
Krull.
Wait, wasn't that an old... No, we haven't seen it. What is that, a remake of something? I feel like I know that series or that world, but from something else.
I don't know, I haven't. Oh, it's a 1983 film.
That's what I'm thinking of. But it's on HBO Max. No, I haven't seen it. I think the only thing I know about Krull is from Spaced. They talk about it in the comic book shop. Simon Pegg's character and Bill Bailey's character.
Interesting. No, we'll have to check that out. This is the first I've heard of it. Super recommend. Okay. Nice. Check that out. We are in the process of rewatching, speaking of Stranger Things, we just finished rewatching the first season of Stranger Things, and we're going to try to get through the next 2 seasons. Well, probably not before the new season comes out, because that comes out while we're at Celebration, but we could wait to watch it until we've finished rewatching the other ones. I'm not in any rush to...
I don't think I am either. I think I'll be able to avoid... We're not on Stranger Things Twitter. I think we'll be okay. That we'll go to Celebration. We'll get halfway through season 2 before we leave, and then I really want to watch season 3 again because I loved season 3, and we're gonna have to watch Kenobi anyway. We're gonna be busy, so we might just watch Stranger Things 4 when Kenobi is over.
We'll see. If there's like some crazy stuff going on in the new season, we might watch it after hearing all the hype.
Yeah. Yeah, we say that now, but then if people are freaking out about it
We'll probably need a break from Star Wars stuff, so we'll probably want to watch that.
Well, that's like, I figure we'll keep watching season 2 and 3 while Kenobi is on. Although, it is a lot easier to avoid Stranger Things spoilers or Netflix spoilers because they only talk about it for one weekend. You know, like, it's all gonna drop, or half the season? Oh yeah, it's only half the season. Forgot about that. Anyway, we'll have time to catch up.
Yeah. Lightspeed Bear has the next super chat. Hey guys, so excited for next week. Me too. I'm flying solo from London.
Wow.
Wow.
That sounded sarcastic, but that was real.
It's been a real pleasure watching your content, and I'm looking forward to saying hello in person and meeting loads of new Star Wars fans. Yay! Yeah, definitely, if you see us, come up to us and tell us your username.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know if we'll remember it or not, we probably will, because we see those a lot more often than names. So, if you see us, just come say hi.
Let me throw up, while we're talking about it, we had Brian Ward create like a graphic for where we'll be and when.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tweet that eventually.
I mean, you can do that too, but for people who are here, I can real quickly get it up on the screen.
But yeah, I'm very excited. Flying solo from London, I don't know how long of a trip that is, but hopefully you got a good book or something to read, or you can watch a bunch of... We like to watch trashy movies on airplanes, so you can always watch trashy movies. Although, this isn't a trashy movie, but I've really been wanting to see The Lost City, so I might watch that on the plane.
I'll just put that there for a second. I'll cover up the GoPro. It's gonna probably break anyway halfway through the stream.
The little Star Wars Explained logo is kind of in the way, but I think you can still see it.
I can go back and I can put it over your face. Would you want that?
No. That would be rude of you. Will any of these be available for folks stuck at home? I assume you're talking about celebration stuff. I think they're live streaming all the big panels and maybe some of the smaller ones. And then, like, our panel, we're going to try to just record it, so we'll upload it after the fact.
In the past, anything on the celebration stage has been streamed. And then when they're not doing panels... Oh yeah, and you know, sometimes it's stuff that's on the Twin Suns or Galaxy stage. Mm-hmm. So yeah, basically just go to YouTube, Star Wars official YouTube channel, and they have a stream going through the whole day. So there'll be a panel, and then it'll be like Anthony and Andy, or whoever else is hosting. A lot of hosts this year.
Yeah.
They'll be hosting interviews and stuff on the celebration stage, or the Star Wars show stage, and then they'll go back to a panel, and it goes back and forth like that. Wow, this all just like, you just put it on and cross your fingers and hope it doesn't fall off ever.
It's not like secure on there.
Nah.
Jill Davis has the next super chat. In all caps, Rey's parents have names.
They do. I started reading Shadow of the Sith 2 nights ago. I'm about halfway through it. But yeah, today they put the excerpt out about Dathan and Miramir. Miramir, yeah.
Those are their names? Mm-hmm. Dathan?
Dathan. Dathan? I don't know, like Nathan with a D maybe?
And...
Miramir.
It sounds like the long-lost sister of Boromir and Faramir.
Yeah. Boromir, Faramir, and Miramir. I keep waiting for them to shorten it to just like Mira or something, but that hasn't happened yet, so I guess that's just her name. But yeah. Shadow of the Sith's pretty cool so far.
Doomslayer says the author confirmed it's Nathan with a D.
Oh, great.
So Dathan?
Dathan.
Dathan. All right.
I never know what, like...
Those are names.
Yeah. They're Star Wars names.
Yeah.
It's like there's an embargo until June 21st, so I know, like, I'm allowed to say, I got the book. But I'm not allowed to review it. But also, like, I see people talking, like, vague reactions about books all the time, and I'm just, I don't know, my vague reaction halfway through it so far is that.
Thumbs up. I mean, the stuff that you told me, which isn't very much, I'm really excited to read it. I'm still making my way through Brotherhood. Robert Schwarz has the next super chat here. Hello there. If all Imperial Inquisitor are ex-Jedi, how did they all survive Order 66?
Some of them were... Okay, so we're getting into kind of headcanon territory. Someone like the Grand Inquisitor, I believe was in on it, like, from the start. Henry Gilroy, who wrote for the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, at DragonCon heavily suggested that the reason we don't see the Jedi Temple Guard in Revenge of the Sith, even though this is all like a retcon stuff, but the reason we don't see the Jedi Temple Guard in Revenge of the Sith is because one of their members betrayed them and killed them all, which makes sense. So someone like that, Palpatine put him in like a Google Doc list, and it was like a do not kill list for Order 66. And like Anakin would have been on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, like the Ninth Sister and the Second Sister, were captured and tortured. So I imagine Palpatine had an idea of who would be susceptible to something like that, but the Ninth Sister said that she was basically tortured into it. We know that the Second Sister was tortured into it. So that's basically it. Some of them were captured after the fact, and some of them were probably in the know and knew Order 66 was going to happen, and they went along with it.
There you go. I do like the idea of Palpatine with the Google Doc.
Me too.
We've referenced that several times. That's just how we think of it in our heads, in our headcanon.
That's coming from an interview with Henry Gilroy as well. Just me asking him questions, and I like threw that out, and he didn't say no to it. I think he just laughed at me.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of super chats tonight. Thank you guys. Jeff GL of 2814. I hope I said that right. Thanks for your super chat. Celebration sounds great, but I'm looking to DragonCon. 104 days left to go. Any previews for what to expect from the Star Wars track? We love DragonCon. Super excited for that to maybe be a little bit more normal this year than it was last year, but it's definitely going to be more crowded.
I don't know how they're going to handle that this year.
I think they'll probably lift all the stuff that they had in place last year.
Wouldn't surprise me as long as things continue the way they are.
They'll probably still have people check for vaccinations and all that stuff. So, but stuff from the Star Wars track for this year, I would assume they would have one for Kenobi, covering the new stuff from that.
Yeah, a lot of it's pretty similar. I mean, they'll do like a let's catch up on all the books and comics and just canon in general that came out in the past year. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there will be an author panel or two, depending on who goes. Timothy Zahn is almost always there and always fun to talk to.
Yeah.
There will be the trivia competition, which one of us will win this year. We're gonna take down Marie. She keeps coming in and kicking our butts.
Yeah.
We're going to take down Marie and the coward Thomas Harper.
Yes.
He didn't show up last year. Oh, and the even bigger coward, Gold Leader.
Yeah.
Who was around last year and didn't compete. What does that tell you about Gold Leader?
He did have to, like, get on a plane and go somewhere for work, but boo.
The coward Gold Leader. Which we're very good friends with, and I like him a lot. He's super fun. And he'll be at Celebration as well. A lot of Schmodown people are going to be at Celebration.
Yeah, and I'll be all caught up on Clone Wars, so I won't. Hopefully, I won't miss any Clone Wars questions, which is a lie. I will.
Well, you've read more books in this past year than I think you have in a while.
Maybe.
The comics are probably your biggest weak point.
Yeah. The comics, and also, like, I don't remember a lot from Rebels, but hopefully, yeah, there's a lot of High Republic questions about or from the books that I've read.
Also, okay, either we take down Marie and Thomas, or this is the year Miles comes in and destroys us all.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
But if you haven't gone and done the Star Wars trivia at DragonCon, that's my number one recommendation if you're looking at Star Wars stuff. Guiguio, thanks so much for the super chat. Do you think the Lando show is in danger after what Kathleen Kennedy had to say about recast of legacy characters? Parentheses, RIP Solo 2, at least we got the comics for more Solo and Kira content.
No, I don't think that's what that comment meant.
She didn't really say either way if the Lando series was still happening or not, but I assume that it is because it got announced with, like, a title and everything.
Donald Glover talked about it a little bit on Jimmy Kimmel a couple weeks ago.
Even that, though, like, he basically said, "Am I?"
Yeah,
when he was asked if he was still playing Lando.
That's a very coy, like, oh, I don't know if I can talk about this. That's the way I interpret it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That comment, I think it was weirdly stated. I absolutely don't agree with the idea that we can't or shouldn't recast characters. I thought Alden was one of the best parts about Solo. And honestly, I don't think Kathleen Kennedy thinks that he was bad in it. I mean, I wish that she had said something to that effect, because Anthony Bresnikan brought it up. He's like, I'm not trying to trash Alden, I think he did a good job. I wish Kathleen Kennedy had said something like, yes, he did. Mm-hmm. But I think that a lot of the comments had to do more with, like, that production and whether or not they should have done it in the first place. I think it's more about, we need to really think and be thoughtful about when we use legacy characters and how we do it. And maybe Solo wasn't the time for it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up this super chat down here by Sasha Levescu. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. They said, "Hi, I was sad to hear Kathleen Kennedy's comments about Solo/recasts because I loved Han and I thought Solo was great and Alden was terrific." I agree, and I will say this always happens in these streams, but we're going to cover this in the Q&A at a pretty good length on Saturday, so make sure to tune in for the Q&A on Saturday for our full thoughts. But I think what she was saying in the interview did get kind of blown out of proportion a little bit, but I also think that Kathleen Kennedy is a very old school producer and is just gotten so involved in so many different Star Wars projects that looking back at Solo, it was kind of a flop compared to the other movies, and especially compared to how big, like, The Mandalorian is now. The Disney Plus shows are going to make them so much money, so for her to look back on it all and think about how that movie performed, she's probably going to talk about it like, this one was one that we kind of had to learn from, and all the behind the scenes like issues that it had. Same with Rogue One. I think for someone like her in an interview setting, it makes sense that she would say some of that stuff about Solo, but she didn't blame Alden for anything specifically.
Yeah, it's like this weird middle ground where some people online, like before I read the interview, I thought that she was just straight up trashing Alden. And I was like, what happened? And then I read it and I was like, oh, I mean, she doesn't even say Alden's name. She does talk about like whether or not it was the right decision to recast the character. And she talks about, especially with her comments about Indiana Jones and like how, you know, I would never do Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. And so like, I probably should have known that for Han Solo as well. And I'm like, yeah, that does sound like she thinks it was a mistake to recast anyone. And I hope that's not the lesson they wind up taking from Solo, because there were a lot of other reasons it didn't perform the way they wanted it to. The way I see it is that they went into this movie and they were like, it's Star Wars and it's called Solo and it's about a character people tend to just love automatically. Home run. Like, I don't think they put a whole lot of thought into the movie other than that. I think it turned out really well, but, you know, it was 5 months after The Last Jedi. It was released right after Infinity War, and they barely marketed the thing. So I'm like, there's your problem. I think they were just like, it's got the Solo name on it. It says Star Wars. That's all we need. Pat ourselves on the back and be done. It's like, okay, no.
I don't know. I think without more context and without like seeing the full interview and like you mentioned today when we filmed the Q&A that she hadn't planned on talking about that subject. So
I assume.
A lot of times people will be prepped on what they're going to be interviewed about. And so there's always a chance that if something else comes up, she just like says whatever the first thing comes to her mind, and it can be taken out of context and ran with quite a bit. So I don't know. It didn't piss me off as much as it did some people, but I do hope that it doesn't mean we're just going to continue to keep getting more and more like deep fake CGI characters of existing cast members.
Right.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, I don't know whether or not she got the questions beforehand. To me, that all read as if Anthony Breznican had the thought and presented the question out of the blue, where she's like, I'm in this vibe of talking about future projects, and then all of a sudden you spring this like, what about, like, did you learn lessons from Solo? And just like, oh, we're talking about Solo. And then we also don't know how she delivered those words. Like, she says maybe a few times, and it's like, she could have been like, maybe, I don't know. Or she could have been like, yeah, maybe that was it. Like, it's hard to tell without, you know, hearing how it was said.
Yeah, I mean, imagine how many questions since that movie premiered she's gotten, and before that even, imagine how many questions she's gotten about that movie and about its poor performance and how the fans took it and, you know, how it didn't perform as well as the other movies and blah, blah, blah. Like, she's probably just over it and doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
I think it was a lot of thinking out loud, and I don't know that we should take any of it too seriously, especially in regards to, like, Lando.
Yeah.
And especially when we have an Obi-Wan Kenobi series about to premiere that's not starring Alec Guinness. Like,
right.
They're not against recasting people.
All right, let's move on, because we're,
okay.
We're getting rambly just like we did in the Q&A. And you're, like, almost done over there. Next one comes from Theral. Thank you, Theral. Like, Pippin wants Mexican pizza on Taco Bell today. Yes. I don't know if we'll be able to get it tonight or not, but I'm very excited to get the Mexican pizza again.
I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah, we should. We were gonna do like a video on POV where we all get it and eat it together, but depends on if we can find it tonight.
It might be our dinner. Immediately after this, we're going downtown to an improv show to see a friend perform. One of my fellow students is going to be performing in a show tonight. I'm so proud of my baby boy.
Oh, so proud.
So we're going to go support him.
Jams James, thanks for the super chat. Sorry if this is a long one. And this one will sound familiar, Alex. But who are the 17 Jedi from the Ring of Survivors in the Geonosis Arena? Hope to see you guys at Celebration next week.
Someone's going to ask me that at Celebration, aren't they?
Hold on.
Get the list. Let's see if I can do this.
Give me just like a slight pause in between each one.
Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, Saesee Tiin, Kit Fisto, Agent Kolar, Stas Ali, Ayla Secura, Kiadi Mundi, Boltar Swan, Joclad Danba. I think I'm at 12. Shak T? No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Shak T, definitely. Luminara Unduli.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm missing an obvious one.
The last three are not obvious.
Okay, good. Then I got Joclad Danba, who's the Jean-Claude Van Damme one. I don't know. Can you give me some hints? If you give me some of your classic.
This guy's gonna get you.
X? No, he's gonna give it to you. My bad.
He's gone get you.
I'm a Gondai. Oh. Isidore Gonk.
What?
That is jogging something in my memory. But I can't remember it.
What about the one with the mason jar?
The one with the mason jar? I don't know.
What about the one that might be related to Swords Bandim?
I don't remember. I don't remember any of these.
Rothdel Masona.
Mm-hmm.
Sora Bulk.
Sora Bulk. I definitely should have known that one.
And Terados Gone.
Terados.
Well, you heard it here,
yeah,
folks.
heard it.
Yeah, I heard it here. He's lost his charm. I know, I'm not being helpful at all with my hints. Those are just weird ways that I remember stuff like that. But thanks for asking the question. One day he'll get it all right.
I did get it all right.
A bunch of times
a month ago. A bunch of times in a row there.
Next super chat is from Jane Dalton. Thanks, Jane.
Oh, Jane, I just let you down.
Can you name all of the officers who appear in the Death Star conference room in A New Hope? Hint, there are 8 and 1 Lord.
Thank you for making that distinction. Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, Admiral Mahdi, General Tag, Chief Bast, Wolf Yularen, Ramadi. Oh my god. I almost fell out of your chair.
I've been having the most powerful sneezes of my life today.
Bast, Tag, Tarkin, Mahdi, Yularen, Ramadi.
Thanks,
Vader.
everyone, for the blessings.
I only have 7.
Nice dad sneeze, Molly.
She always yells at me for sneezing that loud.
I did not. I wasn't loud. Your sneezes have no warning. You just scream at the top of your lungs right out the gate.
Well, I'm sorry. That stuff's gotta get out.
It does have to get out. You always feel better after a sneeze. Wait, did you name all of them?
No, I named 7. I don't know the last 2.
Let me find my DM. Moloch and Cass.
Moloch. Okay. And Cass?
Seaward Cass.
Cass, I remember.
And High General Trek Moloch.
Cass and Moloch.
One of these days.
That's only the second week that's happened.
Lightspeed Bear with another super chat. Apart from the 4 big ones, which panel are you most looking forward to? For me, it's the Doug Chang one on Mando design. P.S. Cool t-shirt, Alex. If only you'd made it into a round sticker. #stickergate.
Well,
It's true.
this is your fault. I guess the Tales of the Jedi panel, I don't know if that counts. That's on, like, the main stage. I would say the David W. Collins panel on Attack of the Clones and the music in Attack of the Clones, but we're not going to make that because it's right before our panel. Mm-hmm. So 2 celebrations in a row, I had like a conflict that I couldn't make his live soundtrack show, and I'm upset about it.
Honestly, I don't really know which panels that I really want to go to because I haven't looked at the list thoroughly enough to see like which ones we can make it to. But let's see, the ILM one is Friday.
That's Friday, yeah.
That's probably during my panel?
No, it's in the morning.
Oh, okay. So, but that's a lottery one.
Yep. And that also doesn't count. They said besides the big ones.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, yeah, no, I haven't even really looked at a lot of the smaller panels to see which ones I want to go to. I did get the app though, so sometime between now and Thursday morning, I will look through the app and figure out which panels I want to go to. I'm actually looking more at like all the meetups and stuff that I might want to go to and seeing where all the booths are and just trying to study the map so we don't get lost.
Oh, I didn't even look at the map. Is that in the app?
I think the app has a map, yeah. Joel Davis, thanks so much for the super chat. Highly recommend Netflix's She-Ra and The Princess of Power, a reboot of the classic 80s show. It's amazing and very Star Wars. Try to watch.
I've heard it's very good. I don't know, like, anything about She-Ra or He-Man or that universe.
Is it animated?
Yes.
Okay.
I do know that. But I've heard it's great.
Yeah. I've seen it advertised on Netflix and like come across it several times, so that probably means I should watch it.
They're like, seriously, you'll like this.
Yeah. J Bell, thanks so much for your super chat. Would you give your celebration entrance pass to George Lucas if you were both rushing to get in to appear on a panel and he has Oh, and he had lost his. No.
No.
He doesn't need a panel.
He's had enough Star Wars.
He has an ID. He has a California, I assume he has a California driver's license that he can show them. And if they don't let him in, then someone at Reed Pop is getting fired.
I could absolutely see someone being like, nice try. It's a great cosplay and everything, but
yeah. But no,
we're gonna need to see your pass.
Even if the real life George Lucas was trying to get in and needed a pass, I'd be like, sorry.
I've been waiting 3 years for this, George.
You can probably buy your way in, or just, assume anyone here knows who you are, they'll let you in.
I would definitely vouch for him. I'd be like, we got George Lucas here.
Because even if I did, that doesn't guarantee us a friendship. That does not guarantee that he will say, hey, I owe you one, kid. Or something like that.
Is that what you'd want him to say? Is that just like in your mind?
I mean, I would assume he
I'd
would
love
take me under his wing and train me like he did with Dave Filoni, but that's
actually, that's that could be like a very Willy Wonka-esque test where he's going around like, I need a pass to get into Celebration. And the one person that's like, here you go, George Lucas, he's like, you own Lucasfilm now.
Good, I don't want to own Lucasfilm
Yeah,
anyways.
that sounds terrible.
That seems like a lot. Also, we wouldn't be able to do what we do if we owned all of it, right?
I mean, we'd be the authority. We'd be the only people who could truly explain Star Wars because it's all coming from our brains, which would be bad. Like, I don't want that.
What if he offers you $1 million, says Brian Ward?
Oh yeah, sure. Here you go.
Oh yeah, $1 million would, if you give it to me in cash right now, yes. But if he writes a check, I won't trust it to not bounce.
You don't trust George Lucas?
No, I mean, like, I assume he's good for the money, but like, people can write fake checks. I don't know.
You think George Lucas would write a fake check to you?
To just get a pass into a building, yes. Because that screams, I'm not the real George Lucas to me. But if they had a suitcase full of money that I could like mark with one of those special markers and make sure it was real, hold it up to the light. It would take too long for me to believe that it was real money.
I wouldn't know how to confirm what $1 million bill looked like.
Chazertron, yes, it was here that I told the story that you're talking about in chat, because it was a story that the guy who did my tattoo was telling me about one of his friends who was working for a catering company and worked a party at Skywalker Ranch.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do. It was the story about his friend who was like a huge George Lucas Star Wars fan.
Oh, okay.
And he was bartending, and he made, like, George Lucas came to the bar and ordered drinks, and he was like, oh my god, like, basically shaking, and he made the drinks, and he set them down, and he said to George, like, these are not the drinks you're looking for, and did, like, the hand move, and George just looked at him and was like, okay. And he took them and went. And the guy was, like, mortified that he didn't even break a smile. He didn't say, like, oh, that's funny. Cool, thanks. Here's your tip. Nothing. He was just like, oh, yeah, okay. Good stuff. Ooh, Coleslaw with the next super chat. That may look like a pear that Anakin levitates at dinner with Padme in Attack of the Clones, but it's really the Naboo variety of space avocado, because everything on that planet is soft and smooth.
Aren't avocados kind of hard and bumpy, though?
They start out hard and bumpy, but then they become soft and smooth.
I don't know, I'm starting to believe Coleslaw might be making some of these up.
No, they would never. Irish Nexus, thanks so much for your super chat. Hey folks, any idea when the book club for Brotherhood will be? I was in the first few, but haven't been in them for ages and really want to do this. We'll do it in June.
I can find. I have the date written down. I just need to look it up.
But we're not gonna have time for it this month.
No. It's gonna be it'll be after Celebration for sure. I have it set for June 6th.
Oh, I gotta get to reading.
Yep, you're halfway through it. You can do this.
This one is actually, I'm enjoying this one more than Queen's Hope. Although I don't think I gave Queen's Hope a good enough chance.
You didn't finish it, right? I mean, I thought Queen's Hope was just okay.
Yeah. I need to blow my nose. But I need to get through the rest of these because it's 7:03.
Okay. Well, I just need to build the stand, and that's it. And I also have to get these speeder bikes in here. How am I supposed to do that?
Red Vega has the next super chat. Thank you. How different would the galaxy have reacted to Darth Vader if he never got his suit and was just Anakin with a name change?
I think that would have been good for the Emperor, because he probably wouldn't have called him Darth Vader. He would have been like, this is Anakin Skywalker, hero of the Republic, who helped thwart the Jedi takeover. I see Palpatine just completely shifting strategies and saying that, look how bad the Jedi were. This Jedi is telling you how bad they were and that they tried to take over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they wouldn't have the same effect. It wouldn't strike as much fear in the hearts of the rest of the galaxy if it was just a guy. But Darth Vader just looks so intimidating with the suit and everything. I think he would have been overthrown.
What?
I think he would have been taken over if he was just a guy.
Who? What do you mean overthrown?
Vader / the Emperor.
Who would have overthrown him?
I don't know. People just see Vader in the suit and they're so dumbfounded by who he is, what he is.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to touch it. But if he's just a guy,
he's just a dude. I mean, I agree that I think it would have demystified him, but I don't think he would have been overthrown.
I don't know. You never know.
You never know.
Sith Rodriguez, thanks for the next super chat. Hello there. Good luck on Star Wars Celebration. Thank you. Good luck and on. Yeah, I need luck because I'm nervous about that Rey panel that I'm on.
Oh.
I know I can tell everyone, I love Rey. She's a great character. She makes me feel powerful as a lady. But, I don't know how to make that all sound smart.
You'll be fine.
But I'll figure it out. Pablo, thanks for the super chat. Just wanted to say I finally caught this live. Got too excited and just hit send. LOL. Thanks, Pablo. Andrew Law Art, thanks for the next super chat. Can you name the 7 dwarves? Hold on now. I think I can handle this.
Okay.
Sneezy, in celebration of my sneeze a second ago. Sneezy, Dopey, Sleepy, Doc, Happy, Horny and Judgy.
Molly. I mean, Judgy is not too far off a 1.
Sneezy. What have I said so far? Sneezy, Sleepy, Happy, Doc. Oh no, now I Grumpy.
Mm-hmm. One more.
I don't remember the last one. I don't know.
Trying to think of a hint. Shy.
Bashful. Yay, I did it. Horny and judgy are there. They're just harder to find.
They're on Twitter.
Yeah. Let's see. Tyler Parker sent in a super chat with no message, but if you have one, just let me know in the chat or let Rainman know. But thank you. And John Booz has the next super chat. Have you seen any ride-through footage of Rise of the Resistance, or are you going in cold? So, I know I started to watch something like a ride-through vlog that somebody did of the ride, but I turned it off. So all I've ever seen is pictures of the big group of First Order troopers. But other than that, we're going in cold, assuming we can get on the ride, which fingers crossed, everybody. We're gonna go straight there Wednesday morning and hope for the best.
Yeah, we're going to Disneyland on Wednesday to try to just to hang out at Disneyland, but to try to ride Rise of the Resistance as well. I have not seen any ride-throughs. I'm trying to go in cold, which I've been told by everyone who has ridden it to go in cold. Mm-hmm. So that's my hope.
Uh-oh, you're going backwards.
You know what I'm doing. It's the end of every stream. But otherwise, this is done, and I just have to find... Oh, I found it.
Did you forget? What'd you forget?
I forgot to put pedals on the speeder bikes.
Oh, well, that's just gonna explode immediately. How could you?
Well, now I'm fixing them.
Joel Davis has another super chat here. If you can't answer, I get it, but not breaking embargo. Should Shadow of the Sith win over Tross detractors or detractors of ideas and Tross?
So I'm still only halfway through it, but it is intriguing me even more than I thought it would. Like, I would consider myself a bit of a Tross detractor, specifically on the Emperor's Return and everything. But, having seen the movie, accepted that that's what happens in the canon, reading this is making that easier.
Yeah.
So yes, in a way.
Again, I haven't read it, but from what little you've told me, I don't think it's going to win anybody over that didn't like Tross, but yeah. I think it's going to be helpful.
I mean, I think there's going to be always those people who are going to say, like, oh, we shouldn't need a book to fix a movie, or like, this book is only there to fix a movie. Classic Disney. Like, that's what people are going to say. And I'll be like, okay, or just classic Star Wars, because that's always happened. I mean, Darth Plagueis is a great book that does a lot to answer questions about the prequel trilogy. And the Clone Wars is a great series that answers a lot of questions and makes the prequel trilogy deeper. So this is along those same lines. I agree. I don't think it's going to change hearts and minds out there for people who are dead set on disliking the sequel trilogy. But if you like Star Wars books and you're used to the way that they operate from as long as they've existed, basically, then yeah, I think it'll help.
Yeah. So are you done?
I'm done. The AT-AT is done.
Wow. All right. Well, our last two super chats are both from Ken Plume. Thanks, Ken. List Jedi Council members you'd invite to a party, and assemble your fantasy Star Wars stash squadron.
Oh, Stash Squadron is just Stash Squadron. I mean, I've done a video on that. I probably need to update it because I do think there have been additions, but obviously you have Biggs. You have General Merrick, who I saw people are getting his action figure, and I had that pre-ordered like a long time ago, and it just reminded me that I'm like, where the hell is my action figure? So I need to find that. I don't remember everyone's names anymore. Grizz Fricks is on there from Return of the Jedi. There's also a guy, I don't remember his name. He's an X-Wing pilot that goes into the second Death Star, and a TIE fighter shoots him, and he goes, oh, and then he explodes. So basically, like, that's the prerequisite. Killer mustache, and you're a pilot who dies. I put Elo Asti on there, because I don't know if... oh man, now I'm blanking on his species name. And they're like Abednados. I don't know if Abednados can grow mustaches, and I feel that it's unfair to not include him when he's basically the Biggs of The Force Awakens.
What if you have him and then you also bring in Dexter Jetster because of his mustache?
Well, see, I'm waiting for him to pilot anything. That's it. If he ever gets... If in Obi-Wan Kenobi we see him pilot a freighter, then
I assume
like,
he has a vehicle of transportation.
I need to see it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I have to pretty much agree on the Stash Squadron members, because you just have to have a really good stash, right?
My prerequisites are Killer Stash. Well, that is true. Dexter Jetster, I don't want him to ever die. And Mustache Squadron, I've always said, is died in combat, so...
That's true. And then Jedi Council members you'd invite to a party. Gotta invite Kit Fisto.
Yeah. That smile will light up a room.
He's the party man.
Yoda, but I want kooky Yoda. Like Dagobah Yoda.
Yeah, like Empire Yoda.
Like, I feel like that's a couple glasses of wine Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, what are you eating? Give me that. Give me that lamp.
What kind of food is this? Blah.
Obi-Wan gets to go.
Mace.
No.
What?
He's big old wet blanket.
I guess he would come in and immediately say, this party's over.
Yeah. That's how you shut a party down. Nice.
He's the one to end parties.
Yeah. Just wanted you all to know this party's over. He's the Ross of the group. He comes in. He's not at the party, but he's like next door, and he's like, keep it down.
Oh man. Definitely not Kiadi-Mundi.
No.
Yariel Poof.
Yeah, I want to party with him. Even Peel, I think, get a couple glasses of vodka in him, because he has the Russian accent.
Oh, I was like, glasses of vodka.
Yeah.
Wow. Yaddle. Oh, Yaddle.
Oh, Yaddle is a given.
Sure. Yaddle is the one throwing the party.
Yeah.
We're all just happy to be there.
Oppo Rancisis, just because I want to see him more.
Yeah. I just want to see him more. I want to know what he's doing.
What are you up to, Oppo? I'm running out.
I think that's it. That's our very exclusive party.
Yep. Technically, you could invite Anakin, but...
I mean, maybe if Anakin got invited to more parties, he wouldn't have gone to the dark side.
Yeah. Oh, I want to invite Coleman Trevor, because he seems like he'll do something crazy.
Like jump off the ledge. Oh no.
Coleman, do something crazy.
Do something crazy. Oh man. Okay. Do you want to lift this bad boy up and show him off a little bit from the side?
I'll move the camera.
Okay.
I'd rather do that than move this.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does this go then?
Up
You
there,
don't want to move it?
eventually. I'm not gonna move it now.
I mean, I'll help you move it.
I haven't even made space behind this.
J-Bell had another super chat here. Trivia for Molly. What Star Wars lines were in Alex's wedding vows? None. There were no Star Wars lines in our vowels. Vowels?
Our vowels.
Vowels. There she is.
Oh,
There's little Luke there.
There we are.
Yay!
There's little beers.
Do you want me to hold the camera and you can show it off, or?
I don't know. There's not a whole lot I want to do here.
Okay. Get Luke.
Got doors. Got Luke hanging by a thread, literally. Focus. There we go.
Can we open up the side?
I kind of did that. I don't know if I can get to the back here. There's speeder bikes in the back. I think that's pretty neat. I can't really. The cables only go so far.
I can rotate it.
Okay.
I got
I
it.
trust you.
Oh my god, this is heavy.
I know. All right, there. That's enough. But there's like little speeder bikes in the back door. I think that's pretty neat.
Alright, this is a lot scarier to move than I thought.
Uh-huh.
It's very heavy. Can you move its head?
Yes. I think if you take this piece off, which we're gonna have to take the whole top off. Oh my god.
It looks like it's leaning over to this side like a lot.
I think that's just the head, but there's like a I'm like scared to touch anything. I don't want to. There's something in there that will let you move the head back and forth.
I mean, it kind of moves. Just, this is all I meant. Was like, it
Right.
does this.
Well, there's a control inside that'll let you do that, but we don't have to worry about that. We did it. We built it.
Yay!
Put this back together. Right. Yeah.
We should probably get going here pretty soon, but we got another last super chat here from Diego Eminal. Thank you, Diego. Do we think Mon Mothma will have greater screen time than ever before in Andor? I think so. I mean, I hope so with her new outfit that she has.
Yeah, I think and hope so as well. I love her new look. And they straight up said in that article that like she's gonna have a parallel story to Cassian. So I do think that she will be a large part of the series.
Yeah. Andy said, don't put it next to the snow speeder. It might take it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to move the snow speeder. Where does this go?
A piece just like fell out of the butt of this thing.
There it is. Okay, I see.
Brian Ferreira said, in honor of college commencement season, you should put a graduation cap on it.
If I had one.
If we had one, we would. We did it!
Where's the land speeder? Is this downstairs still?
The land speeder?
Yeah.
Oh, the box for it.
I think it's still downstairs.
Yeah.
That'll be the next set. Is the land speeder. We'll start that. Obviously not next week, because of celebration, but
Yeah, we're not gonna have any streams next week.
no, we won't.
No live streams next week. Also, no Q&A. But
Yeah.
you'll get plenty of coverage from news stuff happening.
Next week's gonna be weird. We are gonna do an episode of our Kenobi after show, but it won't be streamed. We're just gonna record it in the hotel room. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we're not gonna have time to do a Q&A. We're gonna be traveling on Tuesday, and then we'll be doing celebration stuff. So no live streams next week, but probably a lot of videos.
You can look at these times and places down here to see where we're going to be at Celebration, where you can find us. And what else? if you see us at Celebration, come say hi.
Yeah, come say hello.
But that's gonna do it for us tonight, I think. Yeah, we'll be at Disneyland for Friday night for Disney night, which I'm very excited for that because it's just gonna be a bunch of Star Wars nerds taking over Disney. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for watching and chit-chatting with us in the chat, and thanks to everyone who sent in super chats. It means a lot to us.
And became new members.
And
got our emojis.
Yeah, and you can sign up to be a member of the channel now. YouTube offers these memberships, which they just get like a little badge and special emojis to use in the chat. So I think we can add an extra emoji.
I think we can add more emojis now because we got 2 members already.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Rain Man and Andy.
So we'll be adding to that soon, but if you look at Rain Man and Andy in the chat, you can see the little bigs, this emoji image here. You can see that badge by their names. So check out the membership option.
But yeah, we gotta go.
Okay.
We're going down to meet a friend and watch their show, and it's at 8, which is in 35 minutes, and it's going to take 35 minutes to get there.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week if you're at Celebration.